Tom, for some reason in my head, I thought you were probably going to come solo today. Just you and a guitar and a stool, laid-back acoustic performance. Man, was I wrong.
So, guys, pack it up. Let's get out of here.
You guys sound great. Introduce your band, Tom.
Sure. This is Taylor Shell on the bass. Mr. Nick Paternostro on the drums. Ms. Rachel Cole on vocals and guitar. And one of my oldest friends in the world, Mr. Tom McKee on the keys.
You guys just sound fantastic, and you all look like you're having so much fun. And because I'm such a geek for this kind of stuff, I have to ask a question about this super cool spinning speaker back here. What is that?
That's a Leslie speaker.
A Leslie speaker.
Leslie speaker, yep.
And it almost makes one of your keyboards sound like a Hammond organ to me.
This is sort of a Hammond organ thing, and it's doing what an organ would do. The Leslies are making it...
About a quarter of the weight, though. A real Hammond organ is 500 pounds.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Lots of equipment. And somebody told me you guys came in a Sprinter van. Is that accurate?
That is.
I bet you're good at Tetris.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Packing all this stuff up.
So the new album is called I'm Your Vampire. The show tonight is at Showdown. Tom, you told a great story once. You've been doing this for a long time. Your first band you started in high school, right?
Yeah, Brothers Past was the name of that band. That was actually me and Tom McKee here. We started that band, and we did the thing. We toured all around the country, and played a bunch of great shows.
But one of those shows wasn't as great as the others. It was a festival called the All Good Music Festival many, many years ago, and it was just a wee bit rainy. And you decided after playing for 10 minutes before you just got the storm just took over, you said, "That's it, I'm done, I'm quitting music." But you got some advice.
Yeah, we thought this concert was going to be like our big break. This was our first big music festival, and as he said, our set got rained out after 12 minutes of playing what was supposed to be our big break. And I was a younger guy and was pretty I felt so hopeless in music at that point.
Because the stage was just swamped with water pretty much.
No,
right?
it actually collapsed.
Even better.
Yeah. Parts of the stage just wasn't there anymore.
Yikes.
And it was like a biblical storm, like grab two of every animal type of storm. It was like, man, that's a sign.
Someone's trying to tell you something.
Yeah. So I was, a sad little guy backstage after that happened, and a very nice gentleman by the name of Wayne Coyne, who's he's the lead singer of the Flaming Lips.
Yeah. And
he saw a young guy struggling, and he didn't have to do this, but he came up and he was like, "Hey man, let's have a chat," And we went to a catering, which is it's like a tent out back of the stages. And he just gave me some great advice, and we talked about what it meant to be an artist, not just trying to be famous or trying to get whatever the brass ring is, right, that guy he's the most artist that there is, and he just very, he's like, "Look, man," at the time, he was like, I'm 43 years old. I live in the same town I grew up in. I live in a modest house and with the woman that I've been married to for 20 years. He's like, I'm not rich by any means, and I'm hardly famous. He's like, but I get to make art every day. He's like, and if you need the party and the chicks and the whole thing that supposedly goes with rock and roll,
right,
then you should quit. You should go home and go be a plumber or go back to school or whatever. He's like, but if it's enough to just be able to be an artist, then don't be a jerk, man. You're in a great position that people would kill for, and you should stick it out.
So you dried yourself off?
And
you stuck with it.
Picked myself up and went back home and just kept trying to get better at it.
Thank goodness you did. That's a great story. I love that story. Yeah. So I know you grew up in Philly. Do you still live in Philadelphia?
I do, yes.
So I got a very important question for you.
Okay.
Which is the better sandwich, the Philly cheesesteak or the Philly roast pork with broccoli rabe?
Here's the thing. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this question.
Sure. Happy to help.
Well, because the cheesesteak is the thing that gets all the press, but the real sandwich of Philadelphia is the roast pork, and all day, every day.
I have some good news for you. I don't know how much time you guys have before your show tonight, but there's a place here in Portland. I think it's on East Burnside. It's called Dimo's Italian Specialties, right next to Dimo's Pizza. And they make now I've never had an actual Philly roast pork sandwich with broccoli rabe, but whatever they're making is fantastic.
It's hard to mess that up, so maybe we're going to do a little band and pilgrimage.
Yeah, do it. It's a very busy tour. I was looking at the tour schedule. You don't have a lot of time off between now and September. What is something you do when you're off? What's a guilty pleasure? What's something you enjoy?
Oh man, terrible TV. You know,
Give us a show.
Give me a Love Is Blind, a new Love Is Blind season.
You're right, terrible TV.
I'm gonna watch that at 3 a.m. and just laugh, and yeah, it's fantastic.
We're thrilled you're here. Thanks so much, everybody, for all the effort and all the equipment. Tom Hamilton, folks.